Hi everybody, it's Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I'm here with another version of my Finally Friday series. I am so excited because today is like Records Day at school and I don't have to work. So, you know, it's a good day. It's a good day when I can just stay home and do what I want. So, I'm here to bring you guys a technique called thumping. And it's basically, I don't know who came up with the name, but kind of makes a thumping sound. You're kind of just tapping the marker down, thumping it down. So maybe that's where it came from, thumping. For all I know, it could be a real artist's technique called thumping. Who knows? But if you stay here, hang on. I'll be right back and I'll get going with the technique and a cool fall tree when I'm done. So today's technique is called thumping. And thumping is when you take your marker and you thump it like so down around on your stamp. See, and it makes little marks. If you go too flat, you'll get more of a line. You want to hold it more upright to get more of a like a dot. So I'm going to show you using the Rooted in Nature, the big tree from Rooted in Nature. I'm going to set that up back there to give me a little bit of a feel. I'll show you something I'm going to try and do, another little technique. So I'm going to ink that up in crushed curry. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to wipe off my trunk the best that I can here. I'm going to wipe off the trunk and I'm going to show you another fun little technique. So now I'm going to start my thumping. I've got my stamp inked up, and I'm going to start with my shaded spruce, and I'm just going to thump around all over the stamp. So I can't get too crazy because then I'm dragging it, and I don't want to go too light or too heavy because then I'm going to get too much of the marker. So I don't know if you can hear that, but it's just kind of making a little thump, thump, thump sound as you hit it down on top of the stamp. And it's a real light, maybe you can even use a couple other fingers if you want to loosen the grip. I tend to try and make it go where I want it to a little too much. So now I'm going to come in with my terracotta tile, and I'm going to do the same thing. You want to start with your darkest color so that the lightest color will come through the best when it's on there last. It'll show up better. I got to get some up around the outline of the tree. Okay, so I'm going to call that good. Just thump down some color. Now I'm going to come back with the marker direct onto the stamp. And so that's another fun technique of if you have areas that you want to color in of your stamp that are just minute, or it's too hard for you to get the stamp pad directly where you need it to go. The Stampin' Right markers are good for this. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to just like color, cover, fill in where I want it to. So I'm trying to find the branches where the branches are open, showing through the tree, and I'm just going to color those in with my soft suede marker. There was some over here, and yes, I do have the crushed curry on there, and there's a ton of the branches in there. I'm not gonna do them all. I just want to get these few that are kind of in this open space where the rubber's not filled in, and that'll be good enough. you could go back with the fine point of the marker when we're done and see. So now, because I did all that, the ink could be drying, but the marker portion will definitely be dry because the markers dry faster than the ink does. So you want to go through here and huff on it again real good to moisten it back up. And so huffing is just like heavy breathing. You're going to on it. So I'm going to go ahead and huff on my ink to moisten it back up. And then I'm going to stamp down. I've been playing around today again. Can you guys tell? And now there you have it. This is my version of like a fall tree. And as I said, if you want to come back through with your fine tip of the marker, you could, because you could see where some of the branches are now. You could come in and, you know, do a little more of this kind of thing with it if you wanted to. And just give some of your branches a little more definition. I find for myself, the more I goof around with it, the worse that it's going to get. So I'm going to end up messing it all up. So see, now I keep seeing more branches. So I'm just going to kind of leave it. But you could see that where I went over those few, they start to show up. Give them a little more definition. But that's thumping, you guys. You're just going to bounce the marker onto your stamp, give it a huff, and stamp it down. And now we've given this tree a little bit of fall foliage look to it. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. All right, so how was that? I always use my arms and my hands when I talk, and they're not in my video, so I am being animated because that was exciting. This is just a cool technique, and I'm glad that I chose that one to this one to show you guys this week. So that was thumping, and that's it. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and next week. It's Halloween. It's Halloween on Saturday, so be safe if you go out trick-or-treating with the kids. And we'll be back here again for another version of Finally Friday in 7 days. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.